Prompting with VO3 is not exactly easy. Sometimes you can get it right, but sometimes you have to try and try again. But recently, there is a new emerging behavior that was discovered in VO3, and apparently it makes prompting a lot easier, and the result is becoming much more consistent. So before I continue, I want to clarify here that the meaning of emerging behavior is not exactly like AI is becoming smarter on its own. It is really just a nice feature that we got, but the people behind VO3 are actually not expecting this model to be able to do so. So think of it like a music band. There are some people playing different types of instruments, like there is a guy playing guitar, playing a drum, bass, or maybe even saxophone. And every single one of them have their own rules and patterns. But when you combine them together, they can produce a unique piece of music that wasn't possible if they are playing on their own. So I think that's the simplest explanation that I could describe for this emerging behavior in some AI models. Now, this behavior is actually pretty unique, and basically you can create a video from a picture, but instead of putting the prompt into the typical text field, you can actually put the prompt or instruction directly into the picture like this one. There is a step number 1 about what is the thing that need to happen, and then what happened after that, number 2 and number 3, etc. So apparently VO3 is able to look into that and follow the instructions that you provided from the picture. And so far, it seems to be much more consistent than the typical text prompt. I actually have done some testing, and for example, here I have this picture that I've modified. I basically want a woman to appear right here, and she's carrying a book, and then she's lying on the couch reading the book. And this is the result. So let me play the video for you. So yeah, it's actually quite faithful at following my prompt, and it's probably going to be much better than writing the prompt directly in the text box. Now, here's how you can utilize this new capability to make VO3 to faithfully following your instruction. So here's how you can do that. Step number 1, you have to prepare a picture, and step number 2, you have to use tools like Photoshop, Canva, or maybe Microsoft Paint to be able to put text into the picture. And in this case, I'm going to be using Canva because it is just way simpler for me and I'm familiar with this tool. Now for this demonstration, I'll try to use this picture, and I'm going to make this picture a bit bigger. Oh, sorry about that. Let's make it bigger. And here, let's add some text. Let's select this one. Number 1, let's say this horse. Okay, there is an eagle landed on this horse. Sorry about that, eagle. That's not the correct way to pronounce eagle. Now I'm going to make it a bit narrow. Let's add some shadows, so hopefully the text becoming visible and AI can see that. And the other horse will do something else. Let me just copy and paste that. This is going to be number 2. This horse is jumping on excitement. All right, that's going to be the prompt that I'm going to use. You can add as many steps as you like, but I'll just use 2 steps right here. Now let's just click this, download, and click download again. And we got the picture right here. Now, the next step is you can use either Google Flow or Gemini, because both platforms do have VO3 available. And in this case, I'm going to be using VO3 because, I'm using Gemini because my credit on VO3 is basically almost empty. So let's just use Gemini, VO3 on Gemini. Let's upload this picture. And this is very important. You have to use this prompt because we want to make sure that the text disappear in the video. So immediately delete instructions in white on the first frame and execute in order. Okay, let's go back to Gemini again. I'm going to paste this. And by the way, the prompt should be available in the video description. Let's send a message and just wait for the result. This will take up to 2 minutes, and I'll just show you the result in a second. Okay, so this is the result. Let me play the video for you. Okay, yeah, that's actually, yeah, it's following my prompt. The text also disappears. So it is actually really good. Except maybe I don't like the way the eagle appears from the bottom like that. I was expecting that the eagle appears from somewhere up there, but it's okay. At least I think it's following my prompt quite well. So yeah, that's the result, and it is actually reminding me to my video that I made a few months ago, where you can create a YouTube thumbnail and you're using ChatGPT, but you are providing the instruction inside of the thumbnail or inside the picture itself. So this thumbnail was actually coming from, let me show you. So this thumbnail was coming from a draft that I created in Canva. So the original thumbnail or the original draft looks something like this. There is a simple picture, and then there are some instructions in the picture that will tell AI about what it needs to do for that element. So we got similar concept here, but this time around it is for the video generation. And I think this is quite interesting, and I believe this could be a much better alternative for prompting or working with Veo 3. So that's basically it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. I wish you a great day ahead.